buy my chicken fried. And cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio.
Woohoo!
Nailed it again.
Always. I feel like we were louder than the song this time.
Yeah, I think we were. We got new digs here. We're in a new studio, and we're actually, now we're facing each other.
I know. For real, facing each other. I have to stare down the barrel of your eyes.
Gosh, thank God I brought my iPad. Well, good to see you again, Sarah Tiana.
Oh my gosh, good to see you, John Reed.
I missed your face.
I missed you too.
Although I did see it a lot on follow you and stuff on Instagram and Facebook. And,
yeah, I was following along with you and your fun times on your cruise ship.
Yeah, so many adventures.
True redneck adventure, cruise ship.
Well, I was on a country music cruise, and then you went to Hawaii,
Yes.
had a birthday.
Yeah.
So many things.
Went to the mountains.
You went to the mountains of Hawaii?
No, I went to Hawaii and then the mountains.
Which, there's lots of mountains.
The Idlewild above Palm Springs.
Palm Springs,
Yes.
gotcha. California.
Yes,
mountains.
California
I
mountains.
hear you. And then, and of course, we're in a new studio here. It's beautiful. It's awesome. I like it. And Aaron's not here. We have Emma today.
Yeah, we have Emma. Say hello, Emma.
Say hey.
Hello.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wonder if my mom's going to fall in love with her like she fell in love with Aaron.
Oh, I hope so.
So far, so good. Well, you want to guess where she might be from? Because of the, I'm pretty good at guessing accents, but she doesn't have one.
I didn't really hear.
Yeah, she doesn't really have one. What do you think? You want to just make a guess?
Say the word. I'm going to spell this word. O-I-L.
Oil?
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
She's Southern, I think.
No.
Oil? We say oil.
Yeah, or Earl.
I mean, I thought maybe she's trying to disguise it.
New Hampshire.
Yeah,
New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Oh, are you a New England fan?
I mean, I'm not a huge sports person, but
Good.
if I have to root for a team, it's probably going to be New England.
Well,
Okay.
it's the home team.
Well, it was
for her.
nice to meet you. I'll never speak to you again.
Sorry.
Emma, I still love you.
Yeah, no.
Thanks.
That's cool. New Hampshire. All right. That's new.
It is. It's better than that old Hampshire, man. That old Hampshire is just, phew.
Ugh.
Anyway, congrats. Happy birthday.
Thank
Belated.
you.
I didn't have to get to tell you happy birthday
Yeah.
yet. So you're 28.
I turned 40, which is the craziest feeling.
Welcome.
It's just crazy to say out loud. I
Yeah.
don't feel it,
Right.
other than the fact that I'm cranky a lot more and I don't care as much.
That's a good thing, I think. Not caring's great.
It is a great feeling.
Yeah. I look at old people who don't care, and I'm like, God, I wish I didn't care that much.
I love it. I know. I called my grandmother on my birthday, and she goes, oh, no, I called her on my drive home, so that would have been President's Day.
You hear that?
I do hear that.
There's a buzz going on.
I don't know where
I don't know if
that's
it's in
coming
my
I
head
just
or
now
not.
started hearing it.
Uh-oh.
Did your iPad get unplugged?
Nope. Let me unplug it, though.
Nope.
Now it's unplugged, and it's still happening.
That's very weird.
New studio. What'd you do? You did something.
I just pushed in.
Oh, it's my microphone. I don't know why. I'm just going to turn me off for now.
Okay. See what happens. Boom. There it is.
Look at us.
Okay. Thank you, Emma.
Thank you, Emma.
You called your grandmother on your birthday.
I called her, the day after my birthday, actually,
Okay.
and so it was Sunday, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry I didn't call you on your birthday. Like, she was playing mahjong or something,
Yeah.
and I was like, no, I'm like you. I don't like calling anybody. So I know you. I know she doesn't want me to call her. So I was like surprised that she even answered when I called. But yeah, I mean, she is the essence of not giving a crap.
Well,
And she's going to be 92.
92? Well, that means you're probably going to be around a long time, too. Then.
Yeah, I hope so.
Good genetics.
Yeah.
So you don't feel 40, you probably, congrats. I'm 45. I feel about 43. So I'm in the right wheelhouse,
How'd you feel coming off that boat, though? Like, you probably ate. I mean,
oh, my God.
whenever I'm on because I did that Impractical Jokers cruise, I felt like I aged 3 years at once.
Well, I've been trying to get healthy.
I know.
So I kind of behaved myself.
Good.
A little bit. And so I worked out like all the time.
Good.
But then I also enjoyed myself as well. trying to stay on the low carb thing for a while. So and thank God there's tons of food on this cruise ship.
Yeah.
So you can just have the best meat, all kinds of meat anytime you want it.
What cruise line was it?
It's called Holland America.
Oh, nice. Yeah, those are fancy.
It's nice.
Yeah.
They're not like the gigantic ones that have that the Caribbean have or whatever. You know, it didn't have a water slide.
What?
It did not. I know. I felt so ripped off. It just had the ocean and 2 pools. It had a tennis court
2
on
pools?
the top of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so I ate good and healthy, worked out a little bit, had a good time, got off the boat. Sometimes I've never just got off the boat. I've been so hungover. So I'm just going to crash here. I don't need to walk around by myself. But since it's the 3rd time I've done this, when I kind of knew some of the same people, you know, so I buddied up with this guy named Anthony, who's like, he's one of the Elvises on the cruise. There's 4 of them. And they're all from different parts of the world. One's from Europe, one's from Australia, one was from like Canada, and then one from North Carolina. But yeah,
Is he
random.
that Andy? Is he?
No, Anthony's from Europe. But he lives in Minnesota.
Okay.
But anyway, I swam with dolphins.
Well, yeah, I saw that.
Played with some monkeys that were wearing diapers. Pretty weird. And then
Where was that? What?
St. Kitts.
Okay.
St. Kitts. Went to St. Kitts and St. John's. And then just had I jet skied. I lost my phone. I didn't lose my phone. The last video I made with my phone was me bragging on a jet ski about being American and all that. You know, like, that's what we do. You know?
Yeah, jet ski.
And I got on this jet ski and I made a quick turn and I had a little stupid selfie stick I was doing. And it got a little water on it. And see, you know, they're waterproof, but not like salt waterproof.
They're water resistant.
Resistant, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's 2 different things.
Yes.
So mine got doused and then like half the screen worked and half of it didn't. So luckily that was like the last 2 days of the cruise, so I was okay. But yeah,
You had to get a new phone?
Yeah, I got a new phone. Get the 10.
Oh, good for you. You got the fancy 10.
I got
the camera is incredible.
I am still getting used to not having a home button.
Yeah, the home. Yeah, that's
bugging me.
I don't have it yet, but my boyfriend has it. I
don't know if I'm liking it yet.
Yeah.
Does he not like it?
He's fine with it now. It took him a while.
Yeah.
But
I'm not sure if I'm cool with it yet.
I
guess it's too late to go back to. But you. Hawaii.
Wait, I wanted to talk about the Elvises. I wanted to just ask you, have you ever been to Thai Palms, the restaurant here in LA that has the Thai Elvis?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
If
Where is
you
it?
like Elvises.
I love Elvis.
So it's on, I believe it's Hollywood and the 101, basically, right in Thai Town.
Okay.
It's called Thai Palms, and this guy is so good. He sounds just like Elvis. He's super tiny.
Yeah?
It's like the size of Prince.
It's like Henry Cho?
Yeah, but like super tiny and and he sounds just like Elvis until the end where he's like, "Thank you very much." Like, it's so funny.
It's like an Andy Kaufman.
Yeah,
bits.
it is.
That's funny.
It's super weird, but
I would love to see that.
yeah. So I feel like I might have said that on the last podcast.
So, now that you say
and
it,
then you said the Andy Kaufman thing.
yeah, I think you've told me before. I don't know if we were on the air.
I don't know, but
Anyway.
that was a deja vu. So anyway,
you were in Hawaii.
I was in Hawaii.
Were you in Hawaii on your birthday?
No.
You were in the mountains on your
I was
birthday.
in the mountains on my birthday.
Tell me about Hawaii. What island you go to?
I went to Oahu.
Hawaii. Okay.
And I hadn't been there in I had been. I was there like a year and a half ago because we did a show called Rock the Troops on Pearl Harbor with Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh my God, I've heard of him. Yeah.
So that was the last time I was there, but I didn't really get to do anything. We were working the whole time.
Okay.
So we stayed. I met up with my boyfriend who was already there. So I got in on the 13th, and then.
Yeah.
No, I must have gotten in on the 12th, the 12th or something. I don't know. And then we left on Valentine's Day. We flew home on Valentine's Day. So
that's nice.
Yeah, it was fine. So I met up with him. We were right in Waikiki, so we just walked around, ate a bunch of food.
There in Hawaii?
Yeah, we met there because I had a show in Reno with Dennis Miller.
Oh, that's cool.
So
That's romantic.
Yeah, we met in Hawaii.
I guess I'll talk to you in Hawaii when I see you.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
And so he, I met up with him. So he already kind of had the lay of the land. And then we just laid out by the pool for a whole day, and then we went on a bike ride that night.
Yeah.
All around the city, and then the next day we rented a car.
Okay.
And so we rented a Jeep and drove all over the island. So we saw the rest of the island, and we went to the shrimp shacks that are my favorite.
Yeah.
Because there's all these like shrimp farms on Oahu.
Okay.
Yeah. And they literally, it's so fresh, and it's just butter garlic shrimp. So I completely broke my vegan diet for a week.
That was going to be my next question.
That was it for my birthday, and for a week I was just like, no, forget it.
I don't know if we're counting. I mean, in the beginning, were you counting seafood?
I wasn't counting sushi.
Right. So shrimp could be in the wheelhouse.
Yeah, but I got butter and cheese. I had everything.
You didn't get a steak or?
No, I didn't do anything like that.
You didn't cheat that bad.
Yeah, no, I didn't cheat that bad.
Yeah.
But
did you go surfing?
No, but we went and watched the surfers because the waves were so high.
Oh, really?
Up on North Beach, and wow, it was incredible.
That's pretty scary how big they can get.
They're huge.
Yeah.
I'm also very impressed, like when surfers don't run into each other.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them will try to get the same wave.
Right. And there's a lot of close calls.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, they're really good at like dodging it at the last second.
They also, I was really impressed because like I'm always seeing the waves come in. I'm like, oh, you should have got that one. You missed it.
Right.
And then I'll see the waves that they take, and I'm like, oh, I never saw that wave coming.
That guy knows what he's doing. It's like someone told me once they come in like 2s or 3s. Like if you see a good one coming, you're like, well, hang on, maybe the second one or third would be better. I think I've heard that somewhere.
Oh
before.
Yeah, it's like boyfriends. They come in
seconds.
yeah, where you're like, when I finally get a boyfriend, I have all these other options that all of a sudden coming out of the woodworks.
So did you get in the water in the ocean? Or did you just lay
actually,
out by the pool?
I actually didn't get in the ocean this time, which is pretty rare for me.
For Hawaii, you got to get in the water.
I know.
Not this time, huh?
No, I just didn't get down there, and I'm not a huge ocean person anyway.
No kidding.
I'm terrified of the ocean, so I'll go in and like get my hair wet, but that's about it.
Are you terrified of the things in the ocean?
Yes, what I can't see.
Right.
So, but also when we were on our bike ride, we saw whales, which was my favorite. Because February is mating,
yes.
They're having their babies. So there were like 6 of them. They were like all these little tiny ones coming up and spraying the water up in the air. They're pretty cool. Yeah, so that was awesome.
The gigantic humpback whales, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really cool. And then I flew back.
How long were you there? How many days were you in Hawaii?
I was only there 3 nights.
Okay, so it's just a quick little trip.
He was there for 5.
Okay.
It was his week off, so that was the whole reason.
He got there, scouted it out.
I know, I'm not a big Hawaii person, which is sounds like the bougiest thing to say.
I've never met anyone who's not a Hawaii person that's been there. Have you been to Maui?
Yeah.
Okay, still nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maui's fine. I mean, it's just like, I don't know.
You
like
can get
I would
bored
never,
pretty quick if you don't like the
Vegas,
nature.
Where I'm like, I can go there for a few days, but I couldn't spend like a week there.
Yeah. You said you went do you lay out in the sun?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you work on the tan and stuff.
Yeah, I read my book, lay out in the sun. That's good. That's all I need.
For me, I got to be moving around. Like I can't just, I'm a ginger, so like laying in the sun, it's counterproductive. Yeah. So I like to, but I do like to mix it up in the water. I like to get body surfing. I like to just,
look at
get the lay of the land, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, but not like just lay there. I can't do that.
I guess in North Carolina, though, growing up, like you probably were closer to how far away from the beach were you?
We would go to Myrtle Beach every year. Mm-hmm. But the Myrtle Beach was actually a little closer than like the beaches in North Carolina where we were.
Oh.
But that's the one where we would go. But it was always like the same way. Like even when I go with my family to Myrtle Beach for like once a year, maybe once every 2 years, my dad's the same way. Like he can't just lay there. So my dad has brought a rake with him to the beach and has raked sand so that it's a perfect square, and then made a perfect little bocce ball court.
Oh, wow.
And we'll just get out the bocce balls. But he'll be up at 6 in the morning with nobody on the beach. And you just look out the window, see Dad raking the sand. Like, what is that old man doing out there?
It reminds me of Spaceballs when they're like, comb the desert. And they have those giant combs.
Yeah. We have to comb the desert. That's kind of what it's like. He was out there doing that. But
that is such a beautiful vision of your father.
Yeah.
I saw the video that your dad and mom posted on Facebook of them reading their Valentines cards.
Their tradition.
It was so funny and cute.
Yeah.
I kind of was hoping he had like a mean one or something. Like she had like this sweet one.
No,
they're both sweet.
They're just sweethearts.
Yeah. And
since my dad was 20. Like, they've been together for a long time.
Long time.
So Emma, this is what they do. My parents will go to like a Rite Aid or like a drugstore, or where there's like tons of like not Christmas, Valentine's Day cards or that kind of stuff.
Target.
They won't buy cards for each other, but they will pick a card out for the other person and then meet up and read it to them and then put it back. So they're kind of cheap like that, but it's also brilliant and kind of cute because they make videos of it. And
That's adorable.
It is.
See,
adorable.
It is kind of
I love
adorable.
that.
Yeah.
And also, like, a card. Like, what do you do with a card?
I agree.
I literally
I don't
read
like 'em.
cards. So my boyfriend is super sentimental.
Yeah.
Like for our anniversary, Valentine's Day.
Wait, is it the same time?
It's the day after
Oh, that's
because he is
cool.
that guy that contacts you after Valentine's Day. Like literally the day after.
Wait, your anniversary and Valentine's Day fall within 24 hours?
Yes.
Oh. That's
He texted
cool.
me the day after Valentine's
and
Day.
said, "Oh, it's our anniversary," or "Happy Valentine's Day a day late."
No, he like initially to ask me out on a date.
Oh.
The day after Valentine's Day.
Oh, you think that was strategic?
Oh yeah, 1,000% it was strategic.
Oh, that's funny.
It also was like falling on the week that he was off work, so it kind of like all
Yeah.
makes a little bit more sense.
Okay.
And I think he was actually supposed to have a date that night or something like that,
Oh.
but she didn't. She canceled,
Yeah.
and so he was like sitting at home, like doing nothing. And
He
we were both tweeting about the Grammys.
Okay.
I guess he followed me on Twitter. I didn't follow him. And so he texted me from that because we had known each other. But anyway, so
Right. Interesting.
he's very sentimental. So for our anniversary, Valentine's Day Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
I made him like a scrapbook of our trip to Austria.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Did he
So-
cry?
No,
Did he tear
but
up?
he'll. I mean, I made him one of our first year together, and it's by his bed. Like he reads it. He looks at it all the time.
That's adorable.
I know, and so he saves like Valentine's cards from his mom.
Yeah.
Like I literally read them over the trash. Like when I get them in the mail, like a thank you, anything. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that's sweet. I
do
know I
this-
got it. But
yeah.
I don't need to keep it.
Or if you do, how long do you keep it? I mean,
Right, that's
is there
the
a
other-
rule on that?
You got to put it up. I don't have a fireplace to put it up
Mm.
on. You know.
My mother will send me. My mom sent me Valentine's Day cards. I can't just throw that away. It's
Mm-hmm. No.
my mom.
You got to keep it
So I'll
for
put it up for
a week.
I give it about 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll probably go out of town. Mm-hmm.
Then you come
That
back.
counts as 5 days.
Yeah. When you come home and then
Yeah.
you're like throwing all your other mail away, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, let me just toss out all the
Yeah.
other paper around the house.
Do you ever keep old love notes from like high school or anything like that?
I have like a box of some stuff, I think, like
Yeah.
in like old photos from
Yeah.
relationships. But no, I don't know if I have any notes.
Yeah.
I think I do have a couple.
Some you just can't throw away, huh?
Yeah, some
Yeah.
things that are just like, that's so funny. I got to keep that forever.
Well, definitely pictures. But
Pictures,
like,
yeah.
I don't. I mean, my mom and dad's got tons of those, like from just and me too at my parents' house. I don't have a lot at my place. but
Right.
I remember, like, I kept all my love notes from high school in this little like aluminum box, and I had it for years. And the girlfriend I was dating at the time, like, somehow like she discovered this box.
Oh, God.
And it really pissed her off. And we had a huge fight.
Really?
About it. Yes. And it
Because-
made me mad.
Yeah, that would make me mad too.
I'm like, this is way before you.
Yeah,
I never
it's
even
nothing to
open it
do
or
with
read
you.
it, but why are you keeping it? So that got to be like, why are you keeping it? You're hanging on to the back.
Mm-hmm.
And I got so mad. I said, well, watch this. And I just burnt all of them right in front of her to show I didn't mean anything to me. And now I wish I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
'Cause would've
I
had
had a
to go back and
boyfriend
read
that
some
did
of
that
those.
too. Like wanted me to throw away like all these pictures of me and my ex. And I'm like, it's just
Why?
like
That's just part of you. It's part
it's just
of you.
part of my history. It's
Yeah.
like not anything that I'm not like pining over him, like
Right.
looking at the pictures. Like,
Yeah.
"Oh."
Well, now, okay, so what's the rule on that? Now that there's like online social media, Facebook stuff, if you have old pictures of an old boyfriend and you get a new one, do you go back and delete all the old pictures? Or you just let it live?
No way.
You just let it live?
I barely check my Facebook as it is. I'm certainly not going to delete
Or about
photos.
Instagram or whatever. Like,
No,
I don't know.
I don't delete
Nothing?
any of that.
If it's
No.
out there, it's out there.
Yeah,
why
it's
delete
already-
it now, right?
Yeah, it's
already
like
in the ether.
old tweets. Like I'm sure tons of old tweets are going to come back to haunt me, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Like Yeah, sorry.
Deal with it.
Sorry if
It's
you
part
don't
of
like
me.
it. Like, that was from 10 years ago, and I don't care if you think it's racist. You're probably just way too sensitive.
Yes.
Or it was just not a good enough joke. Sorry.
Right. I mean, but like if a jealous boyfriend or something, Like
Well, and when
someone-
they're jealous, it's usually because they're doing something wrong.
Right.
I've never...
They just feel insecure, like they can't compete with the ex, or something like that.
Yeah, but they're in...
But
yeah,
that's insecure.
I don't want to date somebody that's insecure.
Puss.
Yeah, no. Literally,
We're breaking up now.
Any boyfriend that I've had that has been jealous is because they were cheating on me.
Really?
It's always that way.
Oh,
It's just, I think that's a universal truth
Yeah.
for anybody that's out there. And there's
Okay.
somebody really jealous is because they're doing something wrong.
Ooh, I'm gonna remember
Deflating the blame.
that. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tom Brady.
Ah.
Deflating balls. Guess
so-
what?
okay, go
I have
ahead.
to tell you this one.
All right.
I met Barry Switzer, who's on my cruise.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Random.
What?
Yeah.
Was he just a fan on the, or was he there doing?
This was not his first time. I remember seeing him like 3 years ago on this cruise ship. I didn't talk to him, but I remember seeing him, and he had like 3 girls around him at all times. It was hilarious. I was like, Switzer, living it up. Go ahead, buddy. But whatever. And then now here he is again. I'm like, what? No, we watched the Super Bowl on the cruise. So
Oh.
I was at sea watching this Super Bowl.
Wow.
And Switzer was there because I don't know if it's because of that, but he gave like a little Q&A seminar type thing the day of the Super Bowl.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
And I met him, and he let me try his ring on.
Yeah.
I had the Super Bowl
saw that
ring.
picture. Yeah, I saw that picture. Yeah.
So, but I was afraid he was going to be mean. I wasn't a fan of Switzer.
Who was his team? I forget
Cowboys.
He coached
He got
the
Jimmy
Cowboys.
Johnson's team.
Oh, okay.
You
Okay.
know, after what's his face fired Jimmy Johnson, the owner.
Jerry Jones?
Jerry Jones. Thank you. And then Switzer came in for 1 season,
Right. Okay.
maybe 1.5, and then he was gone.
And he won a Super Bowl?
He won the Super Bowl with the same team.
Wow.
Yeah. So he has a Super
forgot
Bowl
all
ring.
about-
Yeah. And I'm like, oh man.
That's got to be the last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl.
I think maybe you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
That's so crazy.
That's interesting. The Switzer was the last one.
Switzer!
Of all people.
Switzer!
Yeah.
The way you said
It's
that.
hard not to say it like
I-
Switzer. Yeah.
You're so much better at that voice. That's so good.
Yeah.
That's
cursed with it.
interesting. Who else was on the ship that you?
Well, you had the Gatlin brothers.
So
That was pretty cool.
that's awesome.
Alabama.
Houston.
Oh my God, that song was
Houston
playing.
means that I'm
One step closer to you. Oh, 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 Houston. Yeah, they played that song even before they played their actual set. It was just they had country music playing at all times in the ship, the speakers. And so that was like, I swear to God, every time I opened my door to go outside, they gotta have more songs than that.
I feel like that Walking in Memphis song is on every time I'm in Nashville, like somewhere.
right.
I just hear it like Walking in Memphis.
Yeah, I'm walking with my
Feet,
feet
not
10 feet off of Beale.
off the ground.
It's Beale Street.
Oh.
See, I didn't know that either. I'm like, what is this Beale? Beale Street's a famous street in Memphis. I Googled it. Emma,
Can
get on
I
that.
tell you, this is, oh man, I'm going to need to show you my,
Okay.
Maybe I don't need to show you my phone, but yesterday, R. Kelly got evicted.
Ooh, evicted from his house. Oh, okay. So is
Yeah,
he
or
renting
wherever
something?
he
Yeah,
was. I don't
interesting.
know. So this Memphis TV, local news station,
Okay.
quoted the tweet and wrote, it's the remix to Eviction.
I like it.
And now it's
That's
gotten
funny.
82,000 retweets. But below it, all the comments are other lines from the song that people have rewritten.
To make it make sense that he getting kicked out of this.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, now he's
now I'm gonna go back.
now he's searching for a home. It's like it is. So Fox 13 Memphis is the one that tweeted
funny.
it. So go and look that up on Twitter because it was hilarious.
That is funny.
And it was just like some intern running the account
Yeah.
said something funny and was probably
And people
immediately
just-
nervous that he was going to get fired, and then
I wonder
it
why
blows
he got
up.
evicted. I mean, it just
I don't
didn't
know.
pay
He's
the
had a
rent?
whole.
I mean, did he
He's had a whole
pee
slew.
on people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he started a cult.
He started a cult? Oh, yeah.
He has a cult.
Like kind of like
women,
Rick James used to do. Like keep people like locked up in his basement or something.
Yeah, and he had like a 14-year-old girlfriend. Like he's done a lot of bad
Isn't it
things.
amazing how he's not in jail?
Yeah.
Like all the things he's done.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't do that today.
You can't. You
could never
couldn't
do
it when he was doing it.
But somehow he's out.
Yeah.
I don't know how he made it all this.
Well, he's out.
He's out on his ass.
Yes. Yeah, he's out again.
That's good.
So,
No,
wait.
you
So
also-
the Gatlin brothers were on the cruise.
Gatlin Brothers.
But you
were
said
there.
the Oak Ridge Boys, right?
No, I was wrong about that.
Oh, bummer.
It wasn't the Oak Ridge Boys. It was Alabama.
What?
The band Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Randy Owen.
Yeah. They were there, and that was
They were there?
They flew on and flew out.
I was gonna say.
They did 2 shows and
Okay.
then took off.
All right.
Gatlin Brothers kind of hung out. You had the Elvises. I call them the Elvi. There's 4 of them. And then you had, Chuck Mead, by the way. Chuck Mead and the Grassy Knoll Boys happens to be one of my favorites. And I've only knew them from the ship, but they're from, it's like a hillbilly, if Brian Setzer Orchestra played hillbilly music. Because it's kind of upbeat, but it's more like a little alty than your regular old school country, but it was really good. So I buddied up with those guys, and
I feel like I've heard of them before. I wonder if we
You
had
may
them on
have.
Josh Wolf. I kind of feel like we might have had them on.
they're kind of popular, but not with old people. See, it's mostly old people on this ship. Like, I mean,
Wait, you mean it's a cruise ship?
yeah, but like old school country. I mean, that might be older than
No.
what you're thinking. Are all cruise ships old?
There's
The
a lot.
crowds? Because
Yeah.
I've only been on this one. I have no idea. I don't know what to compare it to.
You've only been on the country music one?
Yeah. This
Yeah,
is the
there's a
only one I've
lot
ever
of
been on.
a lot of old people go on cruises because like a retirement. You know what else have they got to do?
There's got to be a younger one out there for single people.
Yeah, you know what I heard? You know, like the Gronk cruise. Did you hear about that one?
No, I knew it exists. But
Yeah. So apparently, like there were other people that just bought that cruise and didn't realize it was the Gronk.
Did you know it's
cruise.
for Gronk? Oh, no. A bunch
So,
of old people?
Yeah, imagine all those old people like
That's funny.
hearing all of Gronk's 69 jokes
Oh,
constantly.
oh, look, honey, they made a glass out of a football.
Yeah, oh,
and it's all broken.
fancy.
They're
Yeah.
fancy here.
So that's fun. And then Johnny Lee, you said?
Johnny, yeah.
I don't know who that is.
All right, so here's what happened, right? The last time Sarah and I spoke, I was talking about this country music cruise, and I spouted all the names. I think I messed up and was looking at last year's, or maybe the year.
Oh, okay.
Because this one was already sold out, so the info for this year was not really online to dig it up.
Okay.
So I don't know if I was reading you last year's or the next year's. But I think I said, I'm pretty sure I said Johnny Lee, who's on the ship. He's this funny old school country guy. He's probably like 70-ish. Got a lot of funny stories, random songs. I don't know a lot about the guy.
Okay.
But I remember I thought you said, "Oh, my buddy Johnny Lee's gonna be on this cruise. Make sure you say hi to him for me." And I remember you saying that. Now maybe it wasn't Johnny Lee. Maybe you thought I said, who was the other one?
John Anderson?
John Anderson, maybe.
That's the guy that sang Just a Swangin'. And I feel like we talked about that.
Yeah, no, we did talk about that song.
Yeah, I don't.
We'll have to dig it up. I don't know, but anyway. So
I
get
definitely do not know.
the day boarding the ship. We're taking a bus from the hotel to the cruise ship, and then I get on the bus and there's Johnny Lee, and I'm getting on there. He's like, "Hey," and he remembers me from like 3 years ago, and we started talking. He's like, "Oh, by the way, we have a mutual friend. You know Sarah Tiana?" He's like, "Yeah." He said, "Well," I said, "Well, she wanted me to say hi. She's a big fan of you, and wanted me to say I was just being nice, you know." And he was like, "Okay," like that, and I meant to, and I said something about trying to get him for an interview for a podcast. I had my equipment with me, but I never got around to it. And we were like, there was so many shows going on at the same time that we didn't really get time to hang out that much. Anyway, but randomly I'd see him on the ship. I go, "Hey, buddy," I think I said your name 3 times to him in the course of like 7 days. And he never said, "Wait, who are you talking about?" Like, he never corrected me. And I thought this whole time, and I just now,
You
before
told
we got
me
in
you
here,
were
I
so
said
you're
that.
like, oh, he remembered you and he left. And
you're
I'm
like,
like,
who?
who are you talking about? That is.
I feel bad because he's actually really cool, but I thought you guys were buds somehow.
Well,
you seem to know everybody in Nashville. I just figured you'd know
right?
this guy.
It feels. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I have met him before, and I just don't. And I'm just being 40 right now and not remembering anything.
I bet you people that you know in Nashville know this guy. Like, he's
Oh,
probably
sure.
written tons of songs for other people.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But anyway, he says hi. There you go, Johnny
I'm going
Lee.
to be in Nashville for the festival. I think you're going too,
We're
right?
going.
We are going,
That's
yes.
right. We're doing a show together. I'm doing a roast as well.
Oh, you're doing the roast?
Yeah.
Oh,
I got
fun.
the email. I'm doing like 4 things. And one of them,
I don't know what all
one of
I'm
them's
doing.
us. One's a roast, or maybe there's 2 roasts. No, it's a tribute, a Ralphie May tribute.
Oh, great.
Yeah, there's a Ralphie May tribute type thing. Then there's a roast. I'm not sure who it's of.
Yeah, it's
Do you
always
know?
some Nashville bigwig. I don't know who
Oh.
it is yet.
All right, and then we're doing a live podcast at Zany's
Woohoo!
sometime in April, I think. Did you get
It's
the dates?
April the 18th
Yeah.
through the 21st
There
or
you go.
something like that.
So come to Nashville and see us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's going to be really fun. So,
What do you want to do while you're there in Nashville?
oh,
Who should we interview?
we got to go to Santa's Pub.
Gotta go to Santa's Pub.
Yeah, so maybe we want to even do one with Santa.
We should get Santa on
If
the
we can
show.
get Santa
If we can
on
get
the
him out of that
show.
trailer, come to the Zanies. We should interview my buddy Dusty Slay, who comedian out of Nashville, very funny guy. Just did a Jimmy Kimmel set.
Oh,
And
nice.
it went pretty good. So Jimmy Kimmel doesn't do stand up that often, and this guy is his first time. I mean, he doesn't allow stand ups on anymore. Unless it's your first time on unless it's your TV debut.
Oh,
So this was his TV
I
debut.
like
It did
that.
really well, so we should talk to him.
yeah. I mean,
he's
I'm going
there.
to try to get in touch with John Rich and see if we can go to his house.
Oh yeah, I want to do that.
And just do one from there.
I mean, I guess Brad's doing something, didn't he? I mean, it's now called the Nashville Comedy Festival. It's no longer called Wild West. 'cause
Right.
Brad bought it.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
so he
So
did buy
he's got to
it.
be there.
I thought that he bought
Yeah.
it or like was going to run it or whatever.
Yeah, he took it from Vince Vaughn.
Right.
You know,
He didn't
fair and
steal
square. I'm not sure he paid for it. But yeah, so I guess he'll be there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now, didn't you say you also went like to the mountains of Palm Springs?
Yes. So
Now I gotta hear about
Idlewild is above Palm Springs.
Okay.
So it's like 45 minutes up.
Is it skiing? Or is
No,
it what?
it's just well, no, it's not so it's just a little tiny mountain town.
Okay.
And it's a
Okay.
lot of retired people there. It's a really small community, but I did a charity show for them last year.
Okay.
And so their gift to me was a cabin for a weekend. And so I went up there and used it for my birthday, and because all I wanted to do was read my book in the quiet.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to do that as much as I wanted because
Was your boyfriend with you on this one?
yes,
Oh,
and
yeah.
my dog.
And your dog. Okay.
And so then we decided to go to the outlet mall that's down there by Morongo. It's the best
Oh.
outlet mall I've ever been to.
I think I've heard commercials for this thing, maybe.
Yeah, that outlet mall, I don't even know what the name of it is, but it's right by Morongo before Palm Springs, and it
Okay.
is incredible.
Did you go to the Nike store and say, I used to work here?
Yeah, I was like, I mean, every time I'm in a Nike outlet, it brings back memory.
Yeah.
I think Chris bought something from there, but so he bought me a couple purses, which was really nice, and some sunglasses, which I didn't, know. I went up to buy it, and he's like, "No, I'm gonna get it. It's your birthday." I'm like, "Okay." And then he just kept doing that.
Oh.
I said, "You have to stop."
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
Sure.
Some people go like, well, you should have thought ahead and bought a gift and wrapped it. You can't just buy it in front of me. That's last minute. That's kind of cheating.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess like
But I don't care. Like if someone's
I
gonna
don't
do
care.
that, like just hey, thank you.
Thank you for buying me what I wanted.
Right.
Well, so yeah, so then we went back up. So, well, Friday night when we got there, we made tacos, which was awesome because Friday night was always taco night in my house growing up.
Ooh, okay.
So it's kind of a tradition.
Very nice.
And then, so Saturday we went to Alamo. When we got back Saturday, we were eating and we were watching the slam dunk contest.
Oh my God.
Because I was so we were watching that, and he's like, "All right, dummy, I got another present." We call each other dummy all the time.
Yeah.
That's our pet names. He's like, "I got a gift for you. Close your eyes." I didn't wrap it. I'm like, "What?"
Oh,
So-
I've done this one before. That's hit or miss. You got to make sure she really likes you. So it wasn't that.
It wasn't that. So, and then I opened him, and he framed this picture, 4 pictures from the Rose Bowl of us at the Rose Bowl, like all the moments where I was crying and right after we won. And he wrote the score, and he wrote
man.
best day ever, and he put some confetti in there
Wow.
that he had caught. Yeah, it was really, really sweet. And I was like, this is it. So that
that's a thought out.
It was very, very thoughtful.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay, I have another present for you.
One
I'm
more.
like,
Oh my
what?
God, this guy's.
I know.
Putting everybody to shame.
Yeah. I was like, you do not. Why? Like, you don't have to give me anything. You know, like we buy each other stuff all the time, so I don't really need you to buy me like a specific gift.
Sure.
You know. And so he brings out this Tiffany bag and the blue tip. You know, every girl, you're like,
Everyone
what?
loves Tiffany.
Yeah, and so he bought me this gold ring, not an engagement ring for people listening.
Okay, I was about to say.
It's got 2 T's. It looks like an H, but it's 2 T's. So, yeah. And he bought that
cool.
in Hawaii when he was waiting on me to show up.
Wow.
I know.
I
So
think
that's
he
what
likes
he.
you, Sarah. I think he likes you.
I think so too. 2 years. I was like, God, like. This was like way too much, like way too much.
Wow.
And so luckily he won't be 40 for a couple years, so I have time to save up because he really outdid everything. And my mom, I just keep getting gifts in the mail from my mom. Like I'm like I have an Amazon wish list that I made for Christmas, and like this stuff keeps appearing. I'm like, what are you? She's like, wait, there's more, and I'm like, no,
man.
why? You can't keep getting me all this stuff. It's like it was way too much, but everybody just acted like it was, you know. It was a big birthday, which I realized, you know, it is a big one.
It's a big change.
So
Over the hill.
I just didn't. Yeah.
Did you get those? Any like over the hill balloons?
I haven't gotten any of those.
I feel like I remember as a kid seeing someone like a 40 over the hill joke. I'm like, I don't feel that anymore. I think like 40 is the new 30. I think kind of
right. I mean, anyway, I mean, especially in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Because you're so active and in our business too. Like it doesn't. Like you feel like you age, but you just get better with age.
That's true.
Fine
wine. That's right.
Yeah.
We'll
so
get port or Pinot Noir.
Yeah. So and then
wait. There's something else that I was thinking. Oh, go ahead. Did I cut you off?
No, I was just gonna say my gayber. He gave me this.
Your what?
My gayber. Oh, my gay neighbor. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, my gayber is Italian, and he just started making his own limoncello. Ooh. Which is really difficult to make. It takes weeks and weeks to make.
Yeah. Italian guy, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they love that.
Yeah, so he gave me a bottle of that for my birthday. So we took it up there and mixed. It's so potent because it's grain alcohol. It's been like basically limoncello is you soak the rinds of a Meyer lemon in grain alcohol.
Right.
For 2 to 3 weeks.
Wow. And
then you add sugar and then, you know, heat it and mix it together.
That's what Danny DeVito was hammered on when he was on the morning show, like, I don't know, like 5, 6, 7 years ago. Him and George Clooney were hanging out, and he talked about, he was so hungover. He was still drunk, and he kept saying, like, limoncello.
Yeah.
I blame limoncello.
I mean, it's like 90 proof.
Yeah.
So, we mixed it with a little Prosecco. So that kind of made it easier. But I was drinking that all weekend and feeling really good. Then we were going to stay all day Sunday, but we got tickets to the All-Star game, which I think is what you were leading to.
Yes, because I saw some pictures and videos of that. That must have been, I remember, you're the first person that I saw react to Fergie's national anthem. Before everyone, because now it's a thing, right?
Right.
I think you're the first one I saw on social media
time
who said something on my timeline.
I just wrote LOL.
And you're like,
okay,
Fergie.
It was very funky
Woo!
And sexy. It was a very sexy national anthem.
Well, she's sexy.
I didn't think she needed to apologize. I talked about this with Riggle.
I didn't listen to all of it. I mean, I like that she was trying to do something a little different in the beginning, but I think the wheels fell off towards the end. Am I right?
Yeah, it got very jazzy, and it got very show-tuney, so it really wasn't my favorite. But I didn't think she needed to apologize. Like, she issued an apology, and I was like, don't apologize for, like, doing a different take on the national anthem. Like, I don't feel like that's snubbing America.
No, I don't.
Just like, she remembered the words, which is half the battle.
That's true.
Like, and also, like, you hire Fergie to do the national anthem. You're going to get Fergie.
Right.
You get Fergie.
You're going to get Ferged.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what so someone had to know that's the version that's going to happen. Isn't there usually like a rehearsal or I don't know how this works, but
of course.
It wasn't out of the blue for the people who run the place. I mean, they were
I didn't think it was awful either. Like everybody thought it and I was like, it wasn't my favorite, but it was
just different.
Cool, different. Yeah, it was like a little show tuney for my
There are
taste.
way worse national anthems. They were showing the old ones of like, what's that Olympic athlete who really...
Oh, Carl Lewis.
That was one of the worst ones.
The worst
'Cause he
ever.
started goes like, hang on now.
Yeah. Roseanne Barr,
Roseanne Barr.
people forgetting the words. So,
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's the NBA All-Star Game is the Black Super Bowl. I thought she did it all justice. She was fine. And Riggle's the one that gave me tickets because he was doing the pre-show. Him and Kevin Hart and a bunch of other guys
I
were like
missed that
announcing the athletes.
What was their pre-show?
So it was basically Kevin Hart introducing both teams with lots of funny jokes.
Okay.
But the pre-show was Riggle acting like a coach, telling Kevin that he was never going to be an all-star, and here's all the reasons why. And then Jamie Foxx came out and sang, and Queen Latifah came out. Adam Devine came out and sang, which was really weird. And I don't know. There was a lot of different
people. Did Fergie
people.
come back after that, or she just leave the building?
I don't know.
Poor girl.
Poor girl. Yeah.
I don't hate. I've never hated on Fergie.
No.
I like me some Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a very cool experience. I've never been to the All-Star Game.
Staples?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was quite the scene. There
Yeah.
were lots of, by the way, Cardi B was there. I don't really know who that is. I've heard that name before.
The rapper.
She's a rapper, yeah.
Ex-stripper turned rapper, like that was the #1 pop tune or something. She was on SNL not long ago.
Oh, okay.
I don't dance now. I make money moves. That's one of her songs. She doesn't dance anymore. She makes money moves.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So, well, somebody took the video footage of Cardi B dancing to her own song during the NBA All-Star Game and mixed it into Fergie's Anthem.
Okay.
So, like, Fergie's singing, and then you see Cardi B just, like, feeling it, like, just dancing. Like, she loves the anthem. So,
funny.
that was on Instagram. That was really, really funny.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I got to tell you, so I've been trying to get, like, I bought some new furniture while we were gone.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a big grown-up move.
It's a grown-up move. And
brand new furniture.
I've had these same 2 recliners forever, and then I had this couch, which I hated this couch.
Okay.
I hated. So I got rid of it all. I'm like trying to get some new stuff. I got these new. I went to Living Spaces.
It's a great place.
Living Spaces. I go in there. And first of all, I want one of everything in that damn place.
Oh yeah, it's especially the way they have it all set up, and it all looks so nice.
I just take this and put it over here. So I'm like, okay. I've been meaning to get like a love seat / reclining type thing forever, because they just have these 2 separate rocking recliners, and the leather, it was fake leather.
No.
So that started
it was wearing
peeling.
off.
Yeah,
Peeling.
And then it was just black stuff everywhere. Like little flakes everywhere.
Yep.
So I'm like, time to go. Got some new stuff. Went in there. I'm looking around. I sit on this big poofy couch. I'm like, oh, this is nice. It's like a gray color. I'm like, oh, I think I want this. I'm like, oh, there's USB ports. There's cup holders.
Nice.
And
cup holders.
Yeah,
No.
there's a little.
You got a dude couch?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you totally got
I'm
a
a
dude. You got.
I'll show you pictures. But then I'm like, well, how does it recline? And he goes, oh, there's on the side, there's these 2 buttons. And I hit it. And okay, it's motorized.
Motorized.
First thing I said to him, like, well, that'll break in 2 days.
Uh-oh.
I said, that's why I like the manual one, because if that breaks, I can at least, he goes, well, the manual ones can break too. I go, yeah, okay, good point. So I bought it, right? I had it for 3 days, and the motor broke. It doesn't work.
Motor broken.
Motor blowed. And so now I'm like on the phone, like, I want
Angry.
I want you to get that guy on the phone who talked me into this. And I said, and so now it's still not working. And so I guess in a couple of days, Living Spaces will take care of that. Shame on you, Living Spaces.
Shame.
And then I went ahead and bought like some new dining room chairs and a little fold-out sofa for the guest bedroom.
Oh.
Yeah, and I got a new TV
Okay.
from Fry's for upstairs. When I got this condo, it basically came with, I worked in the deal. I want the 2 flat screens you already got in this place.
Oh,
Because I'm kind of lazy. So, but they're like the first flat screens that 2004 had to offer.
Okay.
No HDMI input.
Got it.
So I couldn't like plug anything in there and what, So I'm like, okay, time to update. I want to be able to watch Netflix upstairs.
Right.
Got a TV.
Upstairs is your room?
My bedroom.
Okay.
And then, so I got this TV, same size, and the guy upsold me, goes, well, $50 more, you can get this one. And it's like the Corvette, and that one's like the Toyota, and you're only spending $50 more. I go, yes, give me that one.
I want a Corvette.
I want the Corvette.
I'm 43.
Yes. Can you make it yellow? I go, all right, fine. When can you deliver? He goes, well, tomorrow we can do it. I said, okay. So I put it down. It's like a 4-hour, window of opportunity there. Well, yeah, 2 to 6. So I'm waiting around. I'm ready at 2 o'clock. I'm thinking it's going to come any minute. Now, 4 p.m. goes by enough. The 6 p.m. I call them. They're an hour late. They show up and then didn't even
install
they just delivered it.
No.
Yeah. And I saw red. I was so mad. Okay,
yeah.
I wasted all the whole day. This is definitely first world white people problems. But I was still
that
mad.
is annoying. Your time is money.
Yeah. So I said, okay, well, up here. And he puts it next to my bed. And he goes, all right, well, they told you we're not installing it today, right? I go, no, they didn't. No one told me. He goes, well, they were supposed to call you. Well, they didn't. And then I go, why did you even bring it? I mean, why is it here if you're just going to put it on the floor?
Right.
He goes, where do you want it? I was like, I want it on the wall.
Yeah.
That's what I paid for.
Right.
Anyway, I got all mad and I kicked him out of my house. Like, I was so mad I didn't have follow-up questions because I knew I was going to lose my temper. I said, just get out of my house.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
I kicked these poor delivery guys out of my house. Just get out before I say something I regret.
Go.
Yeah.
Get out. So you're not wanted here.
No. Take this stupid
Take
TV
your
with you.
dumb box.
Yeah.
Recycle
Go get some
that.
tools and come back, maybe.
Oh, no. So then
I'll live.
Did you get
Yeah, today they put it up today.
Oh, God.
Yeah, like 3 days later. But it's nice.
So you
Netflix
bought a
and
new. The problem is,
Yeah.
Right. I know it is first world problems, but you spend the money.
Right. I paid for it.
You pay for it.
And I was told one
expect
thing.
you to give me what I paid for.
That's
I
right.
paid you to deliver it and install it.
Right.
And if that ain't happening,
Then
we got problems. We got first world problems. The both of us.
And it's still a problem.
Yes.
You broke a deal. We had a deal.
We had a deal.
Yeah.
And
I wanted to say that.
We are.
Actually, I said on the phone, I was like, okay, well, first of all, they were an hour late because I called back. I said, secondly, they didn't even put it on the wall. They didn't even install this. And they didn't give me a reason. They didn't say why. I knew what it was. That was the last one that day. It was a Sunday.
They didn't feel
home.
like it.
Yeah, but they didn't say that. So that's strike 2. And then today when I called them to double check that they're coming, I wasn't even on the list. They're like, oh, Reap? Yeah. No, you're not scheduled today. It's like, I'm going to reach through this phone and choke you out.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm fine. TV's on the wall. Everything's good, everybody.
Oh,
Just
my
chill.
gosh. Fries. Anything with fried is supposed to not
Here's
let
the thing.
you down.
I don't think their Geek Squad is as good as Best Buy's, but they got good deals in there. Have you been to the Fries in Burbank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah. The deals are
gigantic.
great.
Yeah, and they have everything you need in there.
Let me tell you, when we got, my boyfriend got a new TV. We did this whole thing like 6 months ago because he got new furniture and a new TV, a whole thing.
Right.
All this new furniture for his house.
And once you get on the roll, you're like, what else can I get? What else can I get? Yeah.
So we got the TV at Best Buy, and I'm like, well, that's not going to fit in my car. I have an SUV, but that's still too big. So they go, oh, well, you can just call an Uber XL. And they'll pick it up, and you just ride to the house in that. And I go, what? That is such a good idea.
Yeah.
And I was like, are they even gonna do that? You know? And he goes, the guy at Best Buy was like, oh yeah, we do it all the time. Literally, there's one guy who has like a big Escalade, and he just kind of hovers around Best Buy and does that all day.
Well, that's pretty cool.
It's so smart.
Oh, well, at least they say we've done it before. They're not just hanging out to dry like, oh, no, it'll be fine. And then, like, the guy's like, I'm not lifting that.
Right.
They put it in the car and everything?
They helped put it in the car.
So that means you guys put it on the wall yourselves.
His isn't on the wall. It's on the stand.
I see. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that.
But, yeah, we installed it. But,
yeah,
man,
that's not easy either.
It's not easy. It's heavy, and you want to make sure you don't get fingerprints and stuff on it.
Yeah. Do you buy the contract? We always try to upsell you like you want a warranty, 1 year, 2 year.
No.
Yeah.
I don't get the extra.
This one I did just because it had been opened before, and I felt like, I don't trust this.
That's smart.
Yeah. So.
Well, yeah.
Look at us with our vacations and our technology.
I know, our first world problems. That's going to be the name of this episode.
That's a good title. You got anything you want to plug?
Now I'm gonna be in Aspen this weekend. Speaking of first world problems,
God.
I know I'm doing the.
You better get a new ski bib.
The festival. I'm doing the festival up there, so.
Oh, that's right.
I'll be up there this weekend, and then I have a couple weeks off, and then.
How many shows? Do you know what your schedule is up there?
I only have 3 shows, I think.
That's a lot. I mean, you're up there for about 5 days.
3 nights.
Shows? 3 nights. There you go. Show every night.
1 show every night.
Are you gonna get out and do things?
Oh, yeah, the snowboarding was built into my contract.
Yeah. I like that.
Passes up to
Did
the mountain.
Silvio do that?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I gotta get on the horn.
Yeah, make
hey,
sure.
Sylvia. Hey, one more person wants
Yep.
to... That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so
Is
that's
boyfriend
built in.
going?
No, he's got to work.
All right.
So going to go up there. But Tiffany Haddish is going to be there. So the last time I went snowboarding was with Tiffany. So I feel like we'll probably hit the slopes together.
Do you snowboard? You don't ski, you snowboard.
Snowboard, yeah.
I've never tried that.
It's really fun. By the way, did you see the Olympic? Have you been watching the
Yeah,
Olympics?
some of them. I flipped back.
Shaun White was like insane on the
Well,
board. But did you see that skier, the girl skier yesterday who she just like made it into the Olympics with a loophole? So she was doing the half pipe and she's just gliding back and forth, like not doing any jumps.
Hilarious. Wait, so she wasn't even supposed to be
She's
in
an
it?
American girl. No, she qualified. She completely qualified.
Okay.
She's like, her grandparents are Hungarian, so she qualified through Hungary. And she's like a computer geek, right? So she paid her whole way.
Okay.
So basically, like, in Hungary has a rule that they have to send the same amount of female skiers as male skiers.
Okay.
So they have more male than female. So she figured that out. And then also the top 30 always qualify in the qualifiers. So she just went to qualifiers that had less than 30 people.
Wow. So she's just smart.
Yeah.
Is it snowboarding or skiing?
Skiing.
Skiing.
She was literally half pipe, just like sliding back and forth. But the funniest part is like listening to the announcers try to be positive about it. They're like, "Oh, she just eased up on that there. Okay, well, she's got to get enough momentum to.
She's
okay,
turning
she
around.
pulled back. She pulled back on that one, but she's gonna get. She has 3 more. Okay, well, she's okay. 2 more chances. Like, it is so funny.
Oh,
like,
I gotta watch that.
You gotta see it.
Did she even attempt a move, or was just like we're
She
just gonna go up
can
and
ski.
down?
She's just not
but not like a twirl or anything. Just kinda go up
she
there.
just kind of got a little bit of air on one, and then she
love that.
skied backwards at the very end.
That's funny. I've always wanted to snowboard, but every time I go to, if I'm going skiing, I go like, well, that'll take all day to learn that, and that'll waste my ski day. So I'm just going ahead and ski one more time because I know how to ski. I don't know how to snowboard.
Snowboarding, it's a whole.
That's
definitely
a whole different thing.
It's difficult to learn, but if you had an instructor, like a proper instructor, because I had my friends kept trying to teach me all the time, and then I got a real lesson when I was in Telluride, and that's when I really figured out like how to connect my turns and stuff like that.
Stopping, that's not, you just sort of just turn sideways.
Yeah, because I was just constantly like meandering, like right and lefting it all the way down the mountain.
Yeah.
But now I can go forward and backward.
Yeah, I did see Shaun White's victory thing.
Well, that's
his
why it was
reaction
so
to
impressive.
it was almost as crazy as it.
So he did 2 back-to-back 1460s or whatever they were.
Right.
But that means he's landing on the opposite side.
Right.
Which means you're right-handed and left-handed. You know what I mean? That's like landing on your left foot and then landing on your right foot. It's so difficult.
Yeah, and he did it twice.
Yeah, back-to-back.
Yeah.
Insane.
Great.
Anyway.
So there's another ginger gold medalist.
Yeah.
Good job. He doesn't call himself a flying tomato anymore. Did you notice that?
It's too bad.
Like his
He
hair's
has
not even
great
as
hair.
orange as it used to be. I don't know what he's doing, but
He's getting older.
Yeah.
It's darker red now. It's more of like a plum.
Yes, it is.
So anyway,
There you go.
everybody rate, review, tell us your thoughts and your prayers.
Right. Or do that and hit up Sarah at Sarah Tiana, right?
Yeah,
Everything's
at Sarah Tiana, at John Reed, Jon.
I'm on the road right now.
Okay.
If you're in Toledo, Ohio, you can come see me. I'm at the Funny Bone.
Sorry, I didn't even ask you about your dates.
I was just going to jump in. So actually, I'm going to be in Perrysburg, which is right next to Toledo. They call it the Toledo Funny Bone. And then I'm
Nice.
going to Atlanta after that. I got
At
March.
the Punchline?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that one. I mean, it's weird. It's in this sort of Greek restaurant diner right next to it. Have you been to the new?
The Punchline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All these weird Serbian.
It's very bizarre. It's in a diner. Yeah.
So I'll be there the first weekend in March, and then Sumter, South Carolina. I'm going to D.C. for the first time, Virginia Beach. It's everywhere. Go to johnreap.com. You can find all that stuff.
Good job.
And I'm good to see you again. I missed you.
I know. I missed you too. It's great to see you. I'm glad you had so much fun on the cruise.
Yes, we had a good time doing this as well. Thank you, Emma.
Thank you, Emma.
Yes.
Anytime.
One of these days you'll be here when Georgia Sue or Betty Reap calls, and you get to meet them. And
I look forward to it.
yes. All right. Any last words?
No.
That's it. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, y'all. Happy Friday.
Yeah. Happy Friday. Boom.